out the box. Hey everybody, welcome back to Fresh Out the Box Plays ThreeFold, a modern age setting by Green Ronin Publishing. I am the Game Master Johananon.
Co-host Casualty CDG, but you can call me Gary. I'm a retired child crimes and human trafficking detective, turned tabletop titan and improv comedian. And tonight, I'll be playing the part of Corporal Norman, sort of a anti-hero Captain America, if you will.
And I am Robert, friend of Fresh Out the Box, and I'll be playing the part of Virgil, previous pencil pusher, now getting his ass whooped her, and now Shadow Fiend fighter. Still figuring it out, but we'll see.
And I am Michael Powell, and you can find me on all social medias called at Mr. Kapao. That's MRKAPAO, and I am playing the role of Max. He's kind of like a mighty mixture of Bill and Ted.
Nice. I actually watched those movies pretty recently, and they're just as good as they were when they came out. So that's something. I
still need to see Face of Music.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either. I watched the first two in preparation. And then I was like, I'm good on Bill and Ted for a minute.
Face the Music is trash. Oh my god, it's so bad.
I'll watch it. We'll talk about it on the podcast. But yeah, so last where we left off, you guys don't know what's going on in this crazy world of ours. Events have led to the finding and destruction of a portal and the escape of shadow creatures and evil into Santa Monica. You guys have gone to check up as a favor on this little girl that you helped save, whose father was murdered by one of these such creatures, only to find something supernatural going on. There's one kid in a coma, another kid saying spooky stuff that Robert does not like, and something hiding in the closet of these children. You flipped over the under the bed to check under there first, to no avail, but then the closet starts boom, 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 boom. And it's Virgil and Norman upstairs in this room. The door has slammed shut behind you of its own accord, or maybe there's some jerk in the hallway, who knows. Mr. Kapow, you heard the door slam, so you might be able to hear some stuff. You're downstairs with the social worker, Jessica, and the foster parents of all these children, and it's the little girl herself.
Clara, right?
Kara,
yeah. Max is gonna look over to the social worker and the foster parents. Goes, I think they're gonna need me, so I'll just hold tight and watch that little girl. Make sure she doesn't go anywhere. And Max kind of gives Kara kind of thumbs up, like it's all gonna be okay. Yeah. I thought Mike Myers, what's that movie? Wayne's World. It'll be okay. And rushes upstairs.
As you start to rush off, you notice that she's like grasping your leg and saying, "Don't go."
I have to. He wants to say friends, but he's also going for co-workers.
My guys are in trouble.
Oh, friends! Yeah.
She'll let go, and she'll just whisper, "They all go away in the end."
I'll be back. You'll be back. Don't worry. It's all gonna be cool. Stay with everybody here. Just make sure stay with everybody and stay in the light, I guess.
She's gonna hold the foster. She's gonna hold the social worker's hand and watch you go upstairs.
So Max is gonna run upstairs to his co-worker friends.
You guys can hear the door
Remember
start
how
to...
they hired him. Okay, I'm just saying that. I'm just saying. Remember how method they used to hire him.
You guys can hear the door start to jiggle from the outside, like someone's trying to get in. But yeah, so you guys are about to fling open the closet door.
I can't remember. Was I next to the closet or the door, or was Norm close to the door or the closet? I can't remember our position.
You're both pretty close.
Okay. I'm gonna give Norm a look like. You wanna get that one?
My pleasure. I'll grab the shuttered closet door and open it. I'll do my best to rip it from the track.
Fling open these doors, they slam open. You rip them off the tracks. They kind of fall to the ground. One of them's like leaning against the door that Michael's trying to come in through. It's dark in there.
I've got my fists up. I'm looking in.
You don't see anything. And there's no noise anymore. The noise stopped the second you flung the doors open.
I'm gonna set myself up for this one. I'm gonna take my eyes off the closet and turn and look at Virgil.
That's when you notice something behind Virgil. You notice the room behind him so dark, and you see the shadows start to recede. Beneath the bed that you flipped over earlier, it's all like cattywampus in the corner, but it's going underneath the bed. And then you hear a young boy scream. The young boy that was in this room when you came in. He starts to scream as something pulls him underneath the bed.
I'm gonna reach over, and if I have the reflexes for it, I would love to tug of war, at least keep this kid from disappearing to the abyss.
As you begin to do this, you'll watch him like leap into action, Norman. You watch him, but you don't know how he could possibly be that slow. Like he's like just like,
oh shit,
he's moving so slow. But like you become aware of it, Virgil. You can feel it. You're like, what's going on? Like you're thinking normal, but you're so slow.
Oh man. I'm gonna, if I'm noticing myself being super slow, I'm gonna like look around and see if one of those things is like, I guess, holding on to me or like is really close by for me. Nothing.
No, all you see is the shadow pulling the child under the bed in front of you.
Do I I know I wear tactical gear. Can I assume that I have some tactical type stuff like a flashlight and things? Yeah, I'd like to flashlight the darkness.
It'll spread a little bit, like, and you'll hear it like make a deep thrumming noise in your mind as it does dissipate a bit, and then Virgil, you start moving very quickly. You grab the child's hand.
Sweet.
And then you're both pulled under the bed.
Oh shit! Like I'm getting pulled under the bed now.
Oh, you're like so fastly pulled under the bed.
I'm gonna open the door and let Max in.
Max comes in the room. Max, you open the door. Norman, you're looking at Max. You see him. His arm is
Max.
Yeah.
I say Max has that mag light that he acquired from that cop car.
Yeah.
Out and shining.
Yeah. It's weird when you shine it down under the bed. It like goes on and on. And when he holds out the mag flashlight, Norman, you notice his arm is glowing.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold him, like, open the door, hold him by the arm, and dive into the black hole with him.
You're gonna pull him in. Alright.
Can I say Max kind of give, like, kind of a girlish scream, like,
ah! Yeah, that's fine. Ah! You get pulled under the bed by Norman unwillingly. Virgil.
On. This is why I said co-worker.
What's Virgil scared of?
So Virgil's kind of like a cryptid hunter.
Yeah.
So it's like the occult and like the weird stuff like that doesn't really freak him out. But let's see. Virgil would be terrified of inanimate object possession, most likely.
Okay.
I think that would be that's the best. I think that's the one.
So you come to alone in a house. It's dark. But like there's like this low level of light that seems like you can see, but there's no like actual source of light anywhere. You're looking around. And you hear like something shift nearby.
I remember grabbing a gun from the dude who was not cool to his peoples. I'm gonna pull that immediately.
Dude, it was not cool.
Pointing a gun around.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna pull that.
You're in what looks like a house. It looks like it has that like old people smell, and it looks kind of familiar. Like you have this vague sense that you've been here before.
Okay.
You're looking around. You look on the mantle. There's a picture of your family, and you as a very young boy.
Shit.
You realize where
what I'm gonna do? I do.
You're in your grandmother's house.
I'm going to, knowing what's happening, and if I realize this is like my grandmother's house,
that's what it feels
I'm
like.
gonna. It feels like okay.
Feels like it smells like strange.
I'm gonna try to go to the room that I would stay in when I was there as a kid. Like I'll almost search for that room.
You look around and you see the room back there, but you have to pass by another room, a room with an open door that you've always been afraid to walk past, like terrified, as a little kid.
Okay. I'm gonna do that like camera angle looking at me against the wall. Like if like half the camera angle's in the room, but I can't see it. I'm gonna get as close to that doorway as possible with like the gun right here, and I'm gonna see if I can take like a slight peek to see if I'm like. There's no reason to be scared.
No,
it's
there's
just
no
a room,
reason
right?
to be scared.
It's
you look in. It's just your grandma's antique doll collection.
Okay, that's great. So if I see that, then I'm gonna just try to quickly shuffle by that room to get to mine.
As you're shuffling by, so you notice a couple things. First off, one of the cases is empty.
Fucking dope. That's great.
And you know which one it is. You know exactly which doll's missing. It's the one that you hated. And as you go across, all the dolls' heads go and follow you. Yeah.
Oh, that's just great.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Okay.
And then you hear a little boy crying from inside your room.
Oh. Okay, then I'm gonna go. Yeah, check that out.
As you turn your back to this room, you hear tiny footsteps.
In the room that I just walked by?
Yeah. Like tiny, like tiny footsteps. Like little
I'm gonna power through it and keep walking to my old room, you know?
It's a little boy crying. You open up the door and you see the boy that got dragged under the bed in your room. Crying in the corner, and standing near him is the missing doll.
Oh shit. How close is it all to him? Like arms, like doll's arm length? Like
It's
my
pretty
arm
close.
length?
It's pretty close.
It's pretty close. All right. I'm gonna straight up say hey, doll, back up. Like, not point the gun because I the kid's over there, but like I'm gonna tell it to back up and see if it responds.
Slowly. Its head just turns and turns all the way around until it's facing you. And then its porcelain face cracks as it smiles real big and lunges across the room at you.
I am taking a shot
Go
at
ahead.
this thing.
Go ahead, take a shot.
For sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah, fuck that. What is the thing to take a shot at this guy, girl thing? Is that fighting or dexterity?
Accuracy.
Accuracy. Oh yeah, there's a skill for accuracy.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Is it any decent?
Yeah, you hit it. Go ahead and give me some damage here.
Hell yeah. What do I roll for damage?
It's a handgun, I believe 2d6. Plus your precision.
2d6. I got a 6 and a 1.
What's your precision?
And let's find out. Precision. Where is that at?
It's one of your stats.
Oh, really?
Is it? Right?
Willpower, strength, perception, intelligence, fighting, dexterity.
Oh, perception. My bad. What's wrong with me?
Oh, perception. It's just 1.
Okay. So 8. So this thing is a porcelain doll. So you hit it. Shatters. Right? And then just all of the bugs just land on you. Just covered in bugs that come pouring out of this fractured thing. And they're all over your body. So, Mr. Kapow, and Gary, Norman, and Max, you guys, you come to the smell of pizza. You smell pizza. You look around. You're in ThreeFold Pizza. Max.
Did I fall asleep at work?
Max, you're in your underwear.
I just looks down and goes, "Oh, dude, he just kind of shrugs because honestly, this is not the first time he's been in his underwear at work.
Virgil!
It's a recurring dream of yours.
Virgil!
You start screaming out for Virgil. You look outside. So the first thing you notice,
I'm gonna
right?
kick open the bathroom doors first just to make sure he didn't get dragged into a room. Kick open the manager's door and then I'll run outside.
No, you kick open the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, is there someone in your character's past that you've lost?
Yeah, almost certainly.
Okay. Do you have any details on that, or not?
Not yet.
Okay.
But that's almost certain. You can hear.
So you kick
can
it
have-
open.
You can have reign of this.
Yeah, so you kick it open. One of your someone that you trained with coming up that you lost in combat is standing in the room. Lights out, and as soon as you kick it open, they get devoured by the darkness and pulled away.
I'm gonna throw my shield at the darkness.
It just dissipates. Your shield sticks in the bathroom wall.
Are you gonna go get some Mountain Dew afterwards?
Yeah, maybe I will, actually. I'll pull my shield out of the wall and walk back out and look at Max. Illusions. Everywhere we go, illusions.
As you say that, Max, you're wearing clothes again.
Okay, Max looks down. But can I just say previously, he grabbed like 2 empty pizza boxes, like put one in the front, one in the back.
Yeah, that's fine. That's really funny.
Yeah. He looks down and goes, let's away the boxes.
Yeah, we needed to laugh
Where are
after
we?
what I did to Robert. I felt bad.
Where are we, dude?
So you guys look outside the ThreeFold Pizza windows. Outside, you see most of the street. But it's just kind of floating there. There's fractures of sidewalk floating in the air, leading to the road. And across the street, you see a gun flash. Bang! And you hear gunfire. And then you hear Virgil scream. Across the street, you see a house that does not belong there. Max, you're a pizza delivery guy. You know the area. That house isn't there. There's no house across the street.
Dude, like, yeah, I've worked here for a long time, and he points at that house. That house never's been there. That was I think that used to be a Jollibee's.
There are no other buildings nearby either.
All right, Max, I tell you what. We're gonna have to get across that floating chunk of sidewalk, and I've seen you. You're light on your toes and you're quick. Either I can throw you across, or you can run yourself across and I'll come after. But we're gonna have to get to that house.
Max is gonna look around. Can you see, like, maybe find like a rope or maybe like some wire or a cord, extension wire cord or something along, thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say you find the extension cord for the stick blender.
Okay, all right, big guy. I would like much rather you not throw me over, but just in case, he kind of ties the extension cord around his waist and hands the other end to Norman. Hold this, just in case.
I'll tie it around, wrap up, tie the knot.
All right. So Max and Norman, I guess they're gonna walk outside, and can I make like a perception roll, just to judge if it's possible Max actually jump that far?
I'm not going to make you make a roll. You are
Okay.
pretty proficient at doing this kind of thing. It seems not just possible, it seems pretty well within your abilities. As long as you don't, like, eat shit, you could probably jump it.
Max is
Yeah,
gonna
here on
do a
Fresh
little-
Out the Box, we do not advise anyone eat shit.
Yeah. Max is gonna do like a little stretching, like all right. I'll be limber. All right. Okay. All right. Takes kind of a runner stance. All right. 1, 2, and at 3 he just does like a run and jump right at the edge.
So as you jump, before you roll, we're going to go back to Norman. Virgil. Virgil, you're wiping these bugs off.
With my bugs.
And then eventually you realize there's nothing there. And you're just looking at your hands. But then you hear little footsteps all around you. And you hear...
Is the kid still there?
You're looking around. You don't see the kid. But you do see small little figures moving around very quickly.
Okay. I am going to start punching these things or kicking them if they're low enough to the ground because Virgil's getting sick of this.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Give me a fighting check.
I'm swinging actually. Okay, all right. These things apparently might be able to dodge it. Let's do this. Fighting. There we go.
That's good enough. So you kick one of them, it breaks against the wall. But then you see another one, like one of the bigger, like, collector dolls standing there. And it has a knife. And it's gonna jump at you with like a full-size kitchen knife.
I don't know how many bullets this thing has, but I'm gonna point the gun back at it, and I am not letting that thing shish kebab me today. So I'll hit an accuracy check. Oh, that's a really good shot, I'm gonna tell you.
So you go, ah! And you shoot off to the side as this thing plunges a knife into your chest.
Ugh.
So it's like, it's a doll, right? It's a doll with a knife. It's trying to stab you, and you realize that you can stop it from stabbing you pretty easily because it is a doll. And you're like, you're holding this thing, and it's trying to stab you in the face.
I'm gonna actually attempt to take the knife from it if it's easy enough. Like if I'm holding it with one arm, I'm gonna try to like just grab a knife and redirect it into its face, if I can.
Yeah, go ahead, give me a fighting check here.
Sweet. Fuck. Living dolls. Alright.
That you stab it in the face, you drop it, it falls to the ground. And then you point your gun at the next doll.
Mm-hmm.
It's the little boy.
Oh.
He's
I'm
looking
glad
at
I
you
didn't pull it.
scared.
He's looking at me scared?
Yeah. Like he
Okay,
looks
my
scared.
initial instinct is to like turn around real quick and make sure there's nothing behind me.
No, he's looking at you scared. So we're gonna go back out to make your roll, Mr. Kapow. Let's see, you're jumping across the void.
Alright, dexterity, right?
Yeah. With your free running stuff if you got. Yeah, that'll do it. You got some stomp points there.
Ooh, yay.
Just got stunt points too.
Oh, yeah, you got some points on your fighting check. Look at that.
Damn.
You really killed that doll, Robert.
Let's see. I need to actually pull up the. I forgot to pull up the table for stunt points, but we'll just say that Max does that. Jumps. He's like that, kind of like a Olympic, high jumper jump where he's like floating in midair for a second, and then he's about to, it looks like he's about to fall over, but it's the edge at the last minute, and he does that kind of tuck and roll.
Yeah, you land on the asphalt, and you're there. You're one jump away from this house when you see another gunshot, pow, go off.
Then Max is just gonna kind of, the dirt. Dude, what the heck was that?
I'm actually gonna say it went through the window. Like it was like, because he missed really bad.
Can I roll like a perception check or something just to kind of take in the surroundings, see if there's anything?
Yeah, good.
Weirder than usual.
Yeah, that's a good. That was a good time to look around. It's pretty good. That 6 causes a complication, but that's okay. So, you're looking around. You look up. The first thing you immediately notice, the sky is wrong. There's no sky. It's like this purplish void stuff that all the buildings and the road are floating in. But past the void, you can see these little pockets of things, these little bubbles. And as you're looking at them with that roll, you kind of notice, you start to see like pieces of the Santa Monica skyline through these pockets, through these windows. And then you see very far away something notice you. Disappeared.
I think I'm back.
Oh. Yeah, there you go.
Only disappeared.
Only for a second. Something notices you as you're looking. You see the man from the tunnels through one of those windows walking down a street. And he stops. And like from very far away, you do notice with this roll, he looks at you and he smiles.
Max kind of gives kind of that hi smile way, like, how you doing now, buddy?
He walks out of the frame of the window. But they're up, they're
that's
down, they're left, they're right, they're all around you. Those windows.
Okay. But I say Max looks back at Norman. Big dude, you think do you think you can make it?
Yeah, no problem.
Max is gonna kind of, get in that horse stance and kind of dig his heels, just in case he needs to pull Norman up or something in case.
I give it the 1, 2, 3, and I rolled a 10.
Roll a strength check, Max.
All right.
Uh-oh.
This is bad because I have a 1 in that.
Better than 0.
Okay. I don't think it went through, so I'm gonna roll again. It go through?
There it goes. Oh, yeah, they both went through.
Oh,
So I'll take the first one. First one's a 14 with 6 stunt points.
holy poop.
We hit 20 complication.
Ooh, those stunt
Oh,
points should do
shit.
it, though.
I have to make a roll real quick. Okay.
Oh no. Oh no. I don't like that the complication came up while I'm in the house with possessed dolls. I don't like this.
Yeah, so I made my roll. So, yeah, Max, so you do catch him. You're holding on to this extension cord swinging above Oblivion, Norman. But Max, you have this, like, strength. You have, like, mommy strength coursing through you. You're like, my baby! And you hold on to him.
All right. Max is going to. What table would I be using the stunts for?
That's actually a pretty good question in this instance. Yeah.
Exploration?
Exploration
Would it
could
be
work. Exploration's a good
power
one.
stunts?
No, powers are, like, magic stuff.
Oh, okay.
But general exploration stunts could work. Yeah, I think that's where you should look.
All right. So let's go with. Let's go with 3 in when a plan comes together, and then 3 more points to a stitch in time.
Okay. So you're setting him up for success and yourself up for success.
Yeah.
All right. So it was his
Well.
plan all along for you to fail. He runs forward as you're swinging, and you swing under the overpass. So you have a bonus to this check to not die of 3.
Great.
Well done.
Dexterity. Much better.
Yeah.
I rolled a 14 with 3 stunt points, plus 3 makes that a 17 with 3 stunt points. And that's happy. That's a big happy number.
It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not bad. So with a +3, yeah, you do get those stunt points because it is a success. So you swing up and you land on the other side of the highway. You do make it. You survive. While you were swinging, you look down, man. There are some scary-looking windows down there, brother.
Interesting. I like that.
Did
Uh-oh.
Max do that when Norman lands that football goal? Gesture.
But yes, you are now good. So you guys are standing on this highway, safe and sound. To get to where you suspect Virgil is not that hard. It's actually a less of a jump. From the pizza parlor, you had to like jump up, which was really difficult, but this one's just straight across, so it's not as difficult.
I would like to ask, and feel free to say no because you're the game master. May I use those stunt points to do with a flourish and have Mr. Kapow sling me through the window from the extension cord?
Yes.
All right.
So as you don't shoot this kid in the face, Captain America swings through the window.
Holy shit.
I tuck and
I'm
roll
like-
in and then stand up with my shield and face you.
You see a bunch of
I
little
was instinctively
dolls
like-
scatter. Like they're just like, ah!
Yeah, I instinctively like pointed my gun towards the fucking, giant object flying through the window. And I see Norm, and I'm like, Norm! And I'll actually like kind of like rush to the side of Norm, which is hopefully close to the kid too.
I'll pull my sword out before you get too close and be like, "Are you the real Virgil?"
Yeah.
All right, I'll take your word for it, and I put the sword back in.
Virgil looks like clearly concerned. That's all it took, but also like oddly comforted. That means you're the real Norman. So I'm cool with that. And I'll. So there's like I think this is like a childhood nightmare or something. The kids here, but there's dolls everywhere, and they have like weapons. They're trying to kill. So be careful.
It looks like these are our memories. We landed in the pizza place, and I saw an old squad mate of mine.
Oh man.
Can we go home now?
Let's get.
The little boy will say.
I wish, little dude.
Honestly, maybe we can if we clear our minds and have him think of home. All of this is some kind of illusion powered by our own minds.
Okay.
He'll close his eyes and he'll like clench his fists and he'll like stomp his feet and like start to like, I wish I was home. I wish I was home.
Stay with Virgil.
I wish I was home.
I'll look out the window at Max and give you a thumbs up. Everything's okay up here.
Max gives a thumb up. Okay, so what are we doing now?
As you're asking, you'll notice before they do, Max, the house starts to shimmer and starts to fade.
It's like something weird's going on with the house.
It looks like it's about to like vanish on you, Max, and you'll be left all alone.
Max is going to kind of hurry towards the house.
Yeah, you run and you jump through the window after them. The little boy's just like, I wish I was home. I wish I was home. And then, you guys don't really notice anything immediate. Like, Max is like, something's happening. He runs, jumps through the window. But you start looking around. You're no longer in your grandma's house, Virgil. Max, you crash through a kitchen table.
Max is does that tuck and roll and goes back to feet and does that football goal.
They were in a bedroom a minute ago. And you guys hear yelling and screaming coming from somewhere in the house. But you're in a new house now. It's become very clear. You're in a different room, you're in a different house, and the little boy is gone.
Does this house look familiar to any of us?
No. Which is a good question and a clue. Yes, it does not look familiar to any of you.
I'll look over at Norm and Max and I'll be like, no, which means the missing child. This has to be him.
Don't get too far. This place is full of mirrors.
I'm going to. Do I know how many bullets my gun has left?
It's hard to say. It is a 6-shooter, and you've shot twice,
okay.
I believe.
Okay, cool. Well, I was thinking, if I remember, it was him, the 2 family members. I shot twice, so that would leave 1 bullet left, right?
Oh, did you shoot that many times?
Well, no, I'm talking about when I found it, I assumed he would have used 3 of them already, because,
Oh, yeah, you stole it from the crime scene. That's morbid, Robert. Wow.
I was just...
No, yeah, there's only 1 left. The other 3 were used to
left.
Murder an entire family. You're right. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Okay. So I'll also just make a note. I did get a police officer to give me his gun. So I still have that one on the side here. But I'm gonna keep that one bullet 6-shooter handy, and I'm gonna look at Norm and say, how best do you think we should clear this place?
Stay close and follow the screaming.
Okay.
I'm not used to fighting things that don't bleed, so to be honest, I just haven't figured out how to fight these damn things yet. It's got something to do with lights. I can tell you that much.
Okay. I'll look at Max and say, you got your light?
Do I? Do I have my light still?
Yes.
Okay. I say Max is gonna nod and he's kind of does that, and kind of just making sure, like, looking at every direction, just to make sure nothing's kind of
Yeah.
I'm
on
gonna
any of their blind spot.
gonna try to snag your mag light from you and hand it to Virgil, and say, Max, use your other light.
Little girl has it.
I'll roll up his sleeve for him. This one. Use this one.
Your arm is not glowing very brightly, but it is there.
Max is gonna do that, kind of raise his arm, go.
Maybe this damn thing can tell us where to go.
So as you guys leave this area, as you leave the kitchen, as you enter the living room, everything is a lot bigger here. The couch comes up past the top of your head. Everything's much larger here.
Max used his arm, the light on his arm, just like he's kind of like pointing at different directions of wherever they're going. He's trying to see if it grows brighter in any of the directions.
It doesn't.
I still want you to have a flashlight, so when I take your big one, I'll give you one of my tack flashlights, so you still have one.
All right.
I
So you still do this.
I was hoping that your arm would be more of a clue. Now I feel bad for taking an item from you.
No, it's not. It's not. It is kind of a clue, but it's not showing you the way.
Virgil's not upset about the course of actions.
Yeah, now I'm without a flashlight. Virgil came out ahead on this one. It's a great flashlight trade.
But yeah, so you guys are all in the living room. All the furniture is bigger than you are. It's off-putting.
You know what? Can I do a perception roll, as in can I do a vibe check?
A vibe check. Are you gonna try and like feel like the willies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
I'm gonna do the the spidey sense.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a.
Vibe check.
Yeah. Let's see. It
The
should.
thing I like about this system and this kind of check is that when you level up, you can probably take something that reflects this in the future.
You can.
Yeah.
They have lots of stuff like that.
This is
So an
pretty
18, 5 stunt points. Let me know what you want to use those stunt points for. This is investigation
shit.
now.
Nice roll to bow.
All
Hey,
right.
you've been rolling real good. But you'll use the investigation
yeah,
stunts
good.
on this.
Points. Could I use a 2? If it's just 2, it doesn't have the plus next to it. Is it? I can only
That
spend
means-
it on once.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna use 4 points for down the rabbit hole. That sounds really interesting. And then use 1 point for the last remaining point on aha.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, so you're trying to figure out what's going on around here. Like this, like you have this weird sense. You like feel your arm starts to kind of react as you start concentrating a little bit, and you can start. It doesn't glow or anything, but you sense. You kind of have this weird knowledge in your head. Just evil is just radiating in your mind. You can sense pure evil nearby. And you hear something crash into a wall across the living room.
Oh shit.
Like, dudes, I am getting like major heebies and the jeebies. Oh, what the, dude? It's something's. You said living room, right, John?
Yeah, you're in the living room now.
No, where I heard a crash.
You heard a crash coming from a room, one of the rooms with a closed door. You heard something slam into the wall, and in that room you sense pure evil.
Okay, Matt's gonna point at that door. Okay, major bad vibes from that room. I would not recommend. Like, not good.
You
Like,
hear
or on a Yelp review.
you hear a very loud smack, and then you hear a very deep voice go, "Look what you made me do!" And then the door opens.
Oh shit.
Eep.
And like inside you see black and white static. And just like you can't see inside the room. Nothing exists in there. But from inside, about compared to you guys, let's see, an 11-foot tall being that fills up the whole doorway. Just shadows, but huge. It's the shape of a very large man. Walks through the door. It's way bigger than any of you. And it goes to one of the other doors and starts slamming on it. Let me in.
Max is gonna assume that it doesn't see or hear us, so he's just gonna look at Virgil, and Norman just goes,
Norman, we can't let him get to the kid.
Well, I hope the sword and shield do the trick, unless you've got a better idea.
And then I'll pull the second gun that I have, and I'll actually kind of hold it out to Norm and say, I mean, if you want to use this, I've got one bullet left in mine, so we should probably make this a quick one.
You keep the gun. Let's hope this works. I'll look
Really
at
quick.
Matt. Thanks.
Yes, Mr. Cooper.
yeah. Could Max like look around for like, I don't know, a candlestick or a lamp or something that he could use like kind of a bludgeoning device?
Like a candelabra.
I don't know.
There is a candlestick that is roughly. I mean, it's about for you. It's about the size of a baseball bat.
Okay.
Because you
I'm gonna
guys,
take that and
for just your own mind's sake, you're not really any smaller, but everything else is very big, and it seems like you're tiny people.
Max is gonna take that candlestick and just kind of chokes up on it like a baseball bat and just goes. Except Norman gives him kind of a thumbs up.
I'd like to climb on top of one of the oversized pieces of furniture, and like run across the top of the back of the couch and jump off onto this giant creature's back.
Yeah, he's
Shadow of the
a
Colossus.
relative height to you of 11 feet.
Yes. So that should put me up to about his height. Running.
Yeah, if you
jumping
climb
off
up
the
on
couch.
like a table or something, you could jump off onto him. Yeah.
That's exactly what I want to
Yeah,
do.
go ahead. I'm not gonna make you roll the climb up.
All right. What would you like me to roll to jump off and stab this feller?
Give me an athletics to jump, run and jump.
They have strength. They have.
Yeah, strength will
they
be good.
have- Okay.
Feat of strength to
I'd
jump.
like to do something like re-roll that. We have conviction in this game, right?
Yeah, you can spend some conviction.
I'll spend a conviction.
You have to spend more than one.
How many do you? I have 3. How many do I have to spend?
It's really shitty. To make
What's
to make that work, if you spend all 3 of your conviction, I'll let it happen.
Sure. All right. By
That's a really
conviction.
shit roll.
Yeah, it was really bad.
But yeah, so you do you run, you trip over a gigantic television remote, and then you're like, oh shit! But then you plant your feet and you leap at this thing.
I will stab said thing. I rolled a 15 to hit with my heavy blade.
Let me see. This thing does have stats. Hit.
And I do 10 damage with my Aethon long blade. So I have this long black sword with a small silver edge across it on the tip that kind of matches my matte black shield that has the silver edge around it. And the armor I wear is matte black helmet and then sort of black tactical web gear all the way down with things like radios and flashlights and pins and handcuff keys and things that a attack soldier unit might need.
Absolutely. So you do you shear off some of this shadow. Since you ran and jumped off of it the way you did, I shall give you a bonus to the damage. So you did some extra.
All right.
So you shear off some of the damage and it withers and dies. But just the piece you cut off.
Okay.
And this thing turns around on you. And it's going to retaliate. Let's see. What's it going to do to you? What's it going to do to you? All right, what's your defense?
My defense is not as high as my reduction. My defense is 11. And then I have 7 ballistic reduction and 5 impact reduction.
You have 7 ballistic, 5 impact.
Yes, sir.
Does impact work against slashing damage?
Probably?
I think so. Alright. You said 5?
Yes.
Okay. You only take 1.
Okay. I thought you were going to say only take 12.
You only take 1. I didn't roll very good. I didn't roll very good on that damage. But yeah, you only take 1. As this thing turns around, it looks like it's going to open hand smack you across the face. But then claws jut out and it slashes. And you barely get out of the way in time as it cuts through your clothing.
Virgil sees this, and I'm going to look at Max and say, I guess it's time. And I'm going to try to line up a shot in its chest.
Which gun?
The
6-shooter,
I'm going
right?
to... yeah, I'll use the last bullet in that one first. That makes the most sense.
So as you lift the 6-shooter, Mr. Kapow, Max, you feel the presence of pure evil standing next to you. As you look at this gun, that to you, because of what you rolled earlier, it's wreathed in shadows. Robert, as you point this thing at this guy, the second you point it, your gun is against the head of a woman. A woman that you saw in the apartment that was dead. And she's saying, please, honey, don't shoot me. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I forgot that you brought that gun in here. And so a thing's happening. But yeah.
I am going to... I'm curious if you'll let me do this.
Yeah.
So I want to basically, at this point, since I know I just pulled it up and I see her in front of me, I'd like to willpower this image away.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's not
absolutely.
there. And I actually have the courage, willpower courage thing.
I will absolutely allow that. Love it.
Basically, I'll see that happen and be like, I know you're not there. And I want to continue aiming at the thing attacking Norm. But I'll use willpower. Okay.
Alright.
That's +2.
So here's what happens.
I know what...
So, you pull the trigger and shoot this lady in the head. Then you kill everybody else and then yourself. But then you're like fine. And you're there and you shoot this creature. But you will keep these nightmares for a little bit.
Okay.
Because you weren't yourself. You were the other guy.
Oh, so I actually moved into that situation. It wasn't
you lived through it just now.
Oh,
it was we'll gloss past it, but yeah, it was horrific. So
okay.
That was never gonna happen, but you used that gun in this place, and that was bad. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I will take my shot, and hopefully I did not hit my friend. Oh no!
How much determination do you have?
So that's a good question, actually. So I have 3 conviction, but I've never found my pool of determination. Are they the same thing?
No, conviction is what I mean. My bad.
Okay, cool. And does that get replenished every game, or is it like once for the whole kind of run?
It does get replenished. I'll have it be replenished after this like part of the adventure, essentially.
Okay, got it. I mean, I'd like to use enough not to hit Norm.
Okay, use all your conviction.
Hey, I'll use all of it then. Goodbye, conviction.
Roll
Honestly,
your damage.
In hindsight, you probably could have shot me. Next time, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and shoot me. I'm basically bulletproof. I have like 7 bullet resistance.
Oh man, he's gonna feel silly in a second.
That's a good
roll
point.
that damage, Robert. Okay.
Yeah, 8.
8, 9, 10, 11, 17. 17.
I did 17.
So, as you fire the last bullet in this gun that killed an entire family within a shadow realm, all the souls of the people that this gun has claimed come to life in this horrific place as they scream out of your gun at this shadow creature and rip a hole in it. This thing gets blasted mostly completely apart. And then
Whoa. I'm gonna drop the gun.
yeah, that's.
What kind of bullets were those?
Dude.
It's a mixture of horrified and excitement on my face. You've got to keep that gun.
Hey, if you like this game and want to shoot people with the guns that killed a whole family, go ahead and check out the GreenRoninStore.com.
Just an abridged version of the story. One time my field training officer shot himself with my gun, and then when he came back on duty, I had him carve a notch in the gun and then called my gun the cop killer for the entire time I was on patrol.
Wow.
Don't worry.
I remember
he
that
didn't
story.
die.
I remember that
But
story.
I like to think that if I was in a nightmare realm and I pulled the trigger, then his soul would angrily come out and tear a hole in a creature.
No, it would fill the creature with embarrassment.
The creature would shoot himself in the leg.
That was I remember when that happened. That was funny. Yeah. So this thing kind of dissipates, and it goes back into this room that doesn't exist, and slams the door. And then the door it was trying to get into opens.
I look at you two.
That's kind of structure like,
I'll actually walk forward and with kind of like a blank look on my face, like obviously Virgil's not really there in the moment. I'll kind of walk into the room, but not really address you guys.
Yeah, you're like remembering going to work 9 to 5 every day, soul-crushing job, come home to a depressed wife and a screaming child day after day after day. None of these things happen to you, but you start remembering. And that's going to be just kind of an echo that's going to happen to you for a bit.
Okay. But yeah, I'll enter the room that the big shadow creature was trying to get into.
Yeah, you guys go in. You'll see Paul sitting there, the young boy, holding his head and rocking back and forth. And he's sitting in front of one of those toy lights that kind of does like a spinny thing. You recognize it as the same one from the room that you were in when you came to this place. And he'll be sitting there, he'll be singing to himself.
Virgil will walk up to the kid and take a knee, and I'll kind of put my hand on his shoulder and see if he looks at me and if I can get his attention.
He'll flinch away from the hand, and he'll like pull himself back and look at you, and like be shaking, and like you can see his tear-stained face.
Virgil will look at him and be like, Wow. You did a good job, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't have made it out there if it wasn't for you.
Okay. Can we go home now?
Well, I mean, I'll look back at Norm and Max and be like, I think this kid's got superpowers or something, because whatever he wants, we get to actually handle. So, I think if you want us to go home enough, maybe we can.
I'm with the kid. Maybe if we, I don't know, crazy idea, click our heels 3 times, maybe?
I want to go back to the Abu Dhabi house. That's the foster parents.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to come here again.
I don't want to come here again either.
He'll close his eyes and he'll start rocking back and forth and clenching his fists. I want to go home. I want to go.
Look, we climbed down into this place. We're gonna have to climb up out of it.
Yep. I'm actually gonna, if I can, kind of focus on ending whatever is happening. I guess if I were to put a finger on it, I'd say I'd like to focus on, I guess, just clarity. Like whatever is plaguing me in this moment, I want to make sure it's not there anymore. So, I guess meditation's the best way to say it.
You're going to try and make yourself feel a little better?
Yeah, I can meditate to be home.
Give me another discipline check here. Willpower.
All right. There we go. It's a 40 and 3 points.
I'm
Sure.
just going to have you use those stun points because I don't know what you use them for in this instance.
Mm-hmm.
You stop thinking about it. You get a good sense of yourself, and you hold on to who you are, and you know you're not that other guy, and it kind of stops happening.
Perfect.
He's actually, what he's trying to describe doing is one of the investigation stunts. It's intuition.
Okay.
Which is, he is, if I'm right, Robert, you're trying to reveal a fact about the object of your test that you could not have noticed or deduced simply by interacting with it.
Yeah, basically. I guess trying to figure out a way home is, the objective. So if that does it, then that'd be great.
All right, so you start
Even
putting
a
some
clue
stuff
toward
together. And combined with the stuff that Max is starting to uncover, because you learned some stuff about what's going on too. Obviously, you're in some kind of false reality, especially after what happened with that gun.
Mm-hmm.
And there seems to be some sort of dream logic here. And as you're thinking about these things, you notice you don't hear the little boy saying, "I wish I was home" anymore. And you look, and he's gone. And then you can, see through the floor into the void as this whole place starts to disappear.
Can I... Oh, sorry.
No, keep going.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, can I roll a... Oh, God, what is it? I know I have the ability here somewhere. Pre-running contact. Okay, maybe not then. I was going to say empathy roll or something, because I want also... or a perception roll. I want to see how glowy arm is reacting to all this.
It just has that low level glow still. You feel like you remember back in the room when you first entered this place, it glowed a lot brighter. But now it hasn't changed the whole time you've been moving about this place. So it's hard to tell what's going on with it. But you definitely sense some sort of energy, like from the shadow portal before.
Can I try to kind of recall... Max is going to try to recall what he was feeling, like all that.
Yeah.
When his arm was glowing brighter.
When your arm was going brighter, you started to see the runes in your head. You started to see the chunks of the gate. And this whole area, it's like you can sense information almost about these things. Like as you start to think about it, you start to learn. And this... You're starting to get the sense from your down the rabbit hole earlier and all that kind of stuff, all your stunts. You get the sense that this is some sort of scarring, some sort of residual effect from what happened the other night at the portal. And you think you could fix it, but not from inside.
Right. Max is gonna kind of look towards where Norman and Virgil are and goes, guys, alright, just hear me out. I feel like this is all connected to when we were in the sewers and that explosion. I think, I don't know, I just am vibing that, I think I could fix it, but not from here. That makes any sense.
Virgil,
You mean you can fix these damn portals? These things have been popping up all over the place, and none of us can do a thing about it.
I feel like I can, but not where we're at currently.
Yeah, well, feeling like you can is better than anyone else has had so far.
Norman, you see that Max is doing something weird with his right hand. He's carving into the wall. Like, he doesn't seem to notice he's doing it. Like, his arm's just over here doing this as he's talking to you. And he's carving something into the wall with his fingernail.
Ooh.
And they start to take form. It looks like the same runes as what was on the Cludgel-looking thing that he got the runes from in the first place. But that was just happening while he was talking. While he was thinking about stuff.
Is that hole still in the ground?
The entire area that you're in starting to fade away. And you're afraid you might fall into the void.
Yeah, I think it's time to jump into that void hole.
Oh, you don't want to jump into the void hole.
Oh, not the one with... I thought the kid fell through a little void
No,
hole.
the kid is just gone. And then the house is starting to disappear.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that much at all.
No.
Okay, guys, should we close our eyes and wish we were home?
I think we should do that outside of this for sure. And
you
I'll
can see
kind of look for
as the walls start to fade, you see the structures outside are still intact.
Yeah, let's try to go out there for sure.
Mm-hmm. Trying
So
to
I'm
make
gonna-
a dash for one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody, run out of the disappearing house time. Go ahead and give me dex checks.
All right.
Oh crap! I gotta check for this.
Hey.
Shit.
17, 12, and 13.
So Max goes first, and he jumps to one of the higher stones, and when he does, he pushes it down and makes the other
Nice.
checks easier. Because he rolled really high, so he went first, and he helps you guys make it across. You had enough success for all of you to make it out of the house. And you're back on the highway. And now all the other buildings are starting to fall away except for one.
We're still in the Inception world.
Yes.
Okay.
Inception world. Yeah, kinda. It is a
Earth's
dream.
purple floaty background makes me think that we're in a purple floaty world.
Now you are in a purple floaty world.
All right.
But
Max
yeah,
is gonna look down at his glowing arm, and does he notice is still still drawing these symbols?
so when you look at your hand's bleeding. But you have these weird memories of who you assume carved the runes into that kludge in the first place. And this is because of all the stuff that you were rolling earlier and all of your thinking and good work. You start to remember carving those runes as if you did it yourself.
Guys, what was I? Was I drawing or something? And
Yeah, you were doodling on the wall, man. Not the best time, but but I didn't want to stop you.
It's my hand bleeding. Like, that thing didn't hit me or anything, did it?
Nah, it's fingernail. Yeah, you were really into it. I just, again, seemed like the least important thing at the time.
You can worry about getting a manicure when we get the hell out of here.
Max,
It's
your
like
Toyota. Your Toyota Corolla, right? That's what you drive? A red Toyota
Yeah.
Corolla?
Yeah.
It's on the street.
Oh, dude, my car. And Max is gonna kind of reach in his pocket, pulls out a key, you know, the...
It's really loud, it goes, when you
Okay,
do.
I need to get that checked.
That custom horn, are you overcompensating for something?
Nice.
No, I think I gotta get this checked. It's been, I think, like 100,000 miles already.
Surprised you don't have truck nuts on the back of this thing.
You see off in the distance, one final building. It's the only other thing in this area. And the road goes straight, and then the thing is like way down below.
All right, maybe we should go down there, but let's take the car. Max is gonna go over to his car, get in, and also is gonna reach in the glove compartment where he keeps like a little first aid kit to wrap up his bleeding hand or something. Get a band-aid or something.
Do you guys go in the car with him?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit in the entire back seat.
Nice.
I'll take shotgun.
You guys all get in the car. Brr, 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 brr. Brr, 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 brr.
Come on, come on. All right, come on, baby, come on.
Virgil, you start looking out the back window. Or out the rear view. The ground behind you is it's falling away.
Oh shit.
And the ground in front of you starts to do this. It starts to bend down towards that building.
Max is
Oh.
gonna- all right. It sometimes does this. Usually, if I do this, that's just gonna like open palms, like slaps the dashboard hard.
It'll start playing. What's something that Max likes to listen to?
Say Lady Gaga.
Pa 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 poke her face, pa pa poke her face, ba ba ba. That starts happening. The car does not start, but as the road goes almost like straight down,
Can
you feel your car roll forward a little bit.
Can Virgil just reach over and release the handbrake?
You can. Oh, Virgil. Either of you could.
Yeah.
Do it.
I was actually gonna say I was gonna just put it in neutral and let this thing ride. Let it ride. So I will do that. Yeah, I'll put it in neutral and be like, yeah, I think this is time.
Now the ground behind you is falling away, and the road in front of you is like a slant, like just straight down almost. Give me a driving check. Do not fuck this up.
John,
Yeah.
you should make it harder because there's no power steering. And it's hard as a bitch to turn when there's no power steering.
Oh no.
Wait, I got 5 stunt points.
No, make it really easy because there's no power steering. And it's really easy to drive with no power steering.
How come?
Wait, is your total 0?
I
That's
would
weird.
say the total 0.
Because he
I
failed.
clicked driving.
Yeah, it's
on my
weird
sheet. Should I do dexterity?
because you got a 12 plus.
I remember what does this. If you click on focuses and go to your focuses,
There's an issue in the.
your driving skill might have like a grayed out 2 instead of a solid 2. Is that possible?
So, parentheses too?
Yes, make that just not a parentheses 2. If it, on the focuses page, it's like the 4th tab at the top.
Yeah, that's how you fix that. But so since this is supposed to be higher, this is supposed to be a 17. You do pass.
Oh, okay, yeah, it is supposed to be a 17.
That's right.
I just did the math for you. No problemo. Yeah, it does that sometimes when if you input anything even slightly off, it can mess up the whole algorithm. But
Okay.
let's see.
I get that 5 stunt points.
Yeah, you get 5 stunt points, and this will be chase. Because you are being
Alright.
chased by the end of the line back there. as the world just falls away behind you.
All right. Let's go with if I got 5. Let's go with. Let's see. No, that doesn't help. Go with 2 points in evasive maneuvers, and then wait. We're not attacking, so 2 points in evasive maneuvers and 3 in bursts of speed. So I get +3 bonus on my next chase test for every 1 point. So that's +3, and also until my next turn, attacks against us suffer a -2 penalty.
Nice. So
Hopefully
with that
that
burst
helps.
of speed, so you're hauling ass down this thing. You're just going.
Yeah.
The ground is falling away behind you, and as you loom closer to the building in front of you, you realize it's the townhouse that the Foster family lives in, with Kara.
Sweet.
But as you start to go there, the ground starts to level out a bit. And you realize in front of you is like a turnpike kind of situation. And you recognize it. There are people standing on the side of the road. One of them is Jessica. One of them is Kara. And the last one is the serial killer. Standing over Kara's father's body.
Can I do like drifting brake? And as the back of the car is turn the Akira use the back of the car to hit the serial killer.
Yeah. Give me another drive check.
Tail whipper.
Right.
Just don't mess it up and kill Kara and Jessica.
Oh yeah, what a good time to roll ones.
Okay, you
Here.
did good. Wait, no, it's still going. Wait, okay.
That works.
Nice. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a good old 3d6 roll here.
6.
Damn. I guess cars are sturdy, huh?
One more d6.
Huh?
Yeah, one more.
That? One more, okay.
Okay, cool.
Doubled your damage with that one.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
So with an 8, you slam into the serial killer. And as you do so, he kind of turns into a similar shape as the man that you shot with the dead family souls earlier. And just kind of parts of him sloth away and fade as he screams out, "Ah!"
I get him.
You hurt him quite a bit, yes.
I'm talking to Virgil. And,
Okay.
did I get him?
I think so, yeah.
I hope so. Something
Actually.
like thump.
I'll jump out.
As you jump out, as everyone starts to jump out of the car, you guys all start moving very slow. And you can see this thing. You can see this thing standing behind Robert.
I hope he didn't scratch my paint.
Hey, favorite
I
stunt
notice?
ads makes stunts cheaper, right, Gary?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
That's what I thought.
I just realized us three in the car were basically Lupin, Guillemon, and Jigen from Lupin the Third.
Lupin the
Loop on the third. That's a good show.
That's old school.
I don't know.
The remake is pretty cool. Make a willpower faith test for me, Robert.
Willpower. Faith.
Yeah, if you have it.
You gotta have faith.
I got courage.
Ooh.
Alright, I'll use willpower.
You gotta have faith, faith. Come on, Robert.
Baby!
Boom!
So,
Big strong guy.
so close.
Wow, that was big and strong.
So close.
Oh man.
So the demon guy stands behind you and grabs the sides of your head as you feel it invade your mind. So your greatest fear is inanimate objects?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna do you one
Let's.
better. It's going
Okay.
to turn into the man that killed his family,
Uh-oh.
and it's gonna smile.
Okay.
At you. But yeah, so you can sense it get stronger as it does this to you. Like, since you're connected to it physically, you can feel it get stronger.
Okay. I'm gonna try to push off away from him.
As you do so, you are off away in another nightmare. Both of you, Max and Norman, can still see him, and as far as you're concerned, nothing really happened. But Norman or Virgil, in your mind, you are standing on the side of the road with Jessica and two bad guys that look like the serial killer are standing there now. Well, actually, one of them will be the demon serial killer. One of them will be the man from the apartment that shot his family. And just so everyone's clear on what's happening, that is whatever Max does. That's what the guy that killed his family will do to Virgil's mind. And then Norman, you are the demon guy. So when you move, they move, kind of thing. You're not seeing reality anymore.
Shit.
Yeah, you see them as enemies now.
Okay. I'll reach. As you were saying that, my immediate first thought was to reach over to Jessica and say, like, how long have they been here?
Too long. Do something.
Don't
you have a gun or something?
I do. I will pull the gun and
Virgil, when I said shoot me next time, I didn't mean now, and I didn't mean for no reason. You better put that damn thing down.
What you hear is, you can't shoot me. You wouldn't even scratch the surface of what I truly am.
Well, that's true, though.
Max is gonna kind of wave and go, dude, are you, like, okay?
You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like to come home every day to the same thing. That's what you hear him say.
Which one is the serial killer guy?
Norman.
Well, I mean, yeah, I was say, I guess it doesn't really matter for me, but that's the one that I would be taking a shot at in this moment.
Go ahead. You guys, you see Virgil point the gun at you and start to talk to you in saying funny things.
Yeah.
His eyes are kind of half open, kind of droopy.
My intention is to block the incoming round with my shield if it's going for me or Max. Just that's my intent.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Max is gonna just, like, hit the dirt.
Haha! Shitty shot.
Yeah. Bang.
I was hoping it'd be bad.
So he's the way he moves is kind of disjointed. And he shoots right past you.
I'd like to walk up.
Like, watch out, man! Like,
as you walk up, the actual guy that looks like the serial killer lunges at you.
I'll back up really quick.
You see Jessica. Okay. You see Jessica try to punch the demon.
And you said the actual demon person? So, like, there's a third one now?
No. I'm sorry. I know it's confusing. Okay. So
I look like the giant demon.
Yeah, you look like the giant demon. He comes forward towards you, and then Jessica, who is actually the demon, tries to punch him. Norman, you see the beast come forward and slash at you. And it does succeed. And your damage resistance is 5, you said?
5 on impact.
5 on impact. Sir. Take 4 damage.
All right.
What you see Jessica punch ineffectually. Norman, you get hurt. Max, you see your friend start to shoot at you, while he seems to be in some half awake dream state.
Can I have Max kind of lunges, but he's not lunging towards him to attack. He's trying to just launching his body, get kind of tangled up into Virgil's legs to basically have them all kind of trip and tangle themselves up together. That makes any sense?
You're gonna try and just get all up in his stuff.
Yeah, so they won't be any permanent injuries.
Hey, give me a fighting check, grappling if you have it.
I don't have. I do have fighting, I think.
Yeah, fighting is just.
I don't know.
It's my worst stat.
I figured.
I imagine you doing like a sliding leg bar.
Not
Or,
bad.
I guess it was a ankle.
So funny enough. All right, so there are lots of stuff you can do with stunt points in this situation that could help you do exactly what you're trying to do. There are grappling stunts, so you can hinder him so that he has trouble attacking. You can hold him, or you can take him down.
And let me try to find the grappling stunts. All right.
You can also pin him.
All right. I have how much points do I have?
You have 4.
Okay, 4. Okay, I can restrain.
You actually can pin. I think that's one.
Yeah, pin is 1.
So when I'm thinking of doing, what I want to do is actually 2 in takedown, then 2 in takedown, and because Max is not really a fighter, so I would say just 2 in takedown and 2 in hinder.
Okay.
So that would be...
No, that's good. Yeah, go ahead. Both of you make opposed grapple checks now. I'm sorry I made you fight each other.
It's alright.
I'm not fighting Max. I'm fighting the dude who killed his whole family.
Yeah, what an
I gotta win
asshole,
this one.
right?
It'll be fighting, right? Just roll fighting.
Well, what is this plot?
I
rolling?
think you're going to do pretty good on this roll, Max. Yeah, it's just fighting. Oh, so you successfully, both of you ineptly struggle against one another, and eventually you guys both trip and fall on top of each other.
I'm imagining they're just going like...
For a man that kills his whole
Basically.
family, this guy cannot fight for shit. So
They're Max and Virgil are just like underground slap fighting at this point.
So yeah, any
That's
damage
too
you
funny.
do next turn, Virgil, will be reduced by 4, which is good.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so Norman.
Yeah, this is a great time for me to cut the other one in half.
I agree.
I've rolled a 13.
That's a hit.
I will do 2d6 damage, which is a total of 7.
Okay.
One rolled a 6 and one rolled a 1.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. Thanks, Green Ronin, for your 4-month subscription streak. Green Ronin, the creators of the game we're playing, just resub to our channel, so thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Thank you,
Awesome.
thank you. I
Thank
was
you.
actually just sharing Green Ronin's Black Friday sale.
Hey, don't forget, it's not too
Everything's-
late.
Yeah, there's a lot of print stuff on sale. I was going to pick up Mutants and Masterminds, but I might be moving soon, and I didn't want to ship it to the wrong address because of the supply chain. But go buy your Green Ronin stuff now, before midnight.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that. I'm looking at Mutants Mastermind. Also, I'm really excited about that Fantasy Age update.
Me too. I can't wait. We will, at some point, be playing both of those on this channel, so look forward to that. But yeah, so you two are wrestling on the ground ineptly. Norman, you slash the shadow creature across the chest. As you do so, you open it up, and it reveals that it's not really the demon. Obviously, it's this creature that you've been fighting this whole time. But then it turns back into the serial killer. and it's going to claw at you again.
What did I see when the serial killer, from my perspective, attacked Jessica?
You watch the serial killer pull out a knife and cut Jessica across the chest.
Well, actually, I look like a big demon monster.
No, you look like the demon monster that is the serial killer. Yes.
Yeah. So if I understand it right, in my eyes, I'm seeing Norm as the serial killer dude who like killed Kara's father.
Yes.
And then Max is the dude who
Killed
murder
his family.
suicided.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Man, I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why
No,
I
this
write
is
like
solid.
this. Yeah. You watch the serial killer slash Jessica across her chest, and it draws deep red blood. But yeah, she then fights back by trying to claw at his eyes. She does hit you, and by her I mean this horrific monster. And you have a damage reduction of 5, so you take 4. It's chipping away, huh, Norman?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just pink. Virgil, it's your turn. You're pinned to the ground, and you're watching Jessica be murdered right in front of you.
Yeah, I'll reach over and say, Jessica, no! And like I'll actually try to like shove off the what I see as the murder guy.
Can we just call him Chris Benoit?
Oh no!
I don't want to.
Oh no!
It's better than saying the murder-suicide guy.
Max is gonna be like, dude,
I mean, that's true. Yeah.
wake up! Stop!
We'll call him Chris.
I'll call him Chris. Yeah,
Call him Chris.
Chris it is.
Except you know that he actually could fight, and he wouldn't have had to have used a gun.
Yes.
No. I will note that I guess at this moment Virgil would have literally me saying those words, murder suicide guy. It reminded me that this guy already died, and I've already had a realization before that there's someone that's.
I will allow
like,
you to make
fucking
this
with
roll.
me.
Yes.
I
know what you're trying to ask,
At this
yeah.
point, yeah, recognize like what
It's
the
not
fuck,
going to
wait,
be
this
easy,
guy's
but
dead.
yes.
Yeah. What can I use for this?
Willpower.
I have just willpower.
Unless you have any willpower
I-
focuses.
I have courage. I don't know if that's gonna help, but
I'll allow it in this case. These are creatures that use fear. So,
that's right.
even though this isn't technically fear related, Ooh!
That's good.
Whoa!
Let's go.
Yeah,
That's
is.
arguably the best roll you can make in this game because there's no 6 in the last.
Yeah, that
slot,
might
so
be
it
the best
doesn't-
roll, period.
Yeah, it doesn't give us the negative thing.
So,
Let's go.
um,
And I got some stunties.
you can use
Let's
the
go.
stunties for firearms, for melee, for general combat, whatever you want. You do. As you realize this, you see Max on top of you saying, "Snap out of it, dude." And then you see the other two. I was only going to make you see Max. Max was the only one that was going to normalize, but you rolled so good, everything goes back to normal.
Let's say Max at this point he's trying to put Virgil into the walls of Jericho.
Break the walls down!
Let's see here. I want to use my stunt points
Yeah.
to. Let's see.
You have 5, which is a lot.
I have 5. Yeah.
Can I just say, technically, if you're in the walls of Jericho, your hands
Oh
will
hell yeah.
point your gun and shoot.
Okay, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I would like. I don't know to what extent you want to flavor this, but I want to use the I can use a power stunt, right? Can I use a power stunt? Am I allowed to?
Technically, no. But I'll allow it. Because of the reasons that I have.
Okay, what I was thinking was I want to use the disrupt power stunt and stop this motherfucker from fucking with us. At least in like a hallucination way. Like basically make this guy fight us straight up. That's what I would like to do.
Make an
if I could.
intelligence occult test if you have it.
Holy do.
Not the best, but it's a 13.
This thing that looks like the serial killer, everything disappears. All of it disappears. You watch as his eyes, as Virgil's eyes just go, and everything disappears. And you guys are back in the room. You guys are back in this bedroom, but this thing's still there, but it doesn't look like the serial killer anymore. It looks like this shapeless, black ooze creature.
Joe, you okay, man?
Your arm is bright green, Miss Max.
Oh, dude.
I'm gonna slash this green ooze.
Yeah.
Shapeless creature.
I was gonna say, I would love to like simultaneously walk up alongside Norm and just empty the rest of my gun into this thing. Like
Absolutely.
that's where I'm at.
So you still have that same gun, and it does still have one bullet in it, even though you fired it in the other world.
I will shoot one.
Go ahead and shoot one.
I have the other gun, but I'd rather not waste it. Yeah, I'll shoot one at this thing. And I want to get, like, if I see it over there and it looks like it might not be as agile or sneaky as it was before. Max.
Yeah, I was watching Max.
I want to get as point blank as possible. So
Yeah, go ahead and give me that roll.
What? Come on now. I guess I use a lot.
You get the best roll, and then you get the
worst roll. Yeah. So, as you slash this thing, as you pull the trigger, as Max is dealing with his green arm, that's where we're going to take our break. So, haha.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, it went a little long. I was so engrossed in what was happening. I was having a lot of fun. I forgot about the break. So, yeah, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. We're going to get something to drink, pee. We'll see you guys in a minute.
We are not going to drink pee. Don't say that.
We're not going to drink pee.
I hope not.
All right, I'll see you guys in a second.
He always says we're going to...
Hey everybody, welcome most of us back from the break. Robert is experiencing technical difficulties.
Pulled under by a shadow monster.
Oh no, he's dead.
Oh no,
he's dead. He's dead. We had to come back. We didn't want you guys sitting here for so long alone without us, so we came back.
Wow.
I am Johanna, I'm the game master.
I'm Casualty CDG, the sidekick.
And I am Michael Powell, aka Mr. Kapow, and I have a very wide screen.
Wow.
Down here.
Yeah, look at you, living large.
Yeah.
Should I scoot back so you don't feel so alone? I can climb back there in the corner by the base.
But yeah, so where we last left off, you guys were just broke free of the nightmare realm. Thanks in part to Virgil having some kind of psionic episode. And Norman is in the process of slicing this shadow beast in twine. Go ahead. You hit. You have 3 stomp points. Let me know what you're doing.
First, I'll click on my damage, which is a 9. And secondly, I'll refer to kind of these melee stunts or weapon stunts and see what I've got here. Melee stunts, 3 points. I'm going to do Bind Weapon, and my opponent's next melee attack against me automatically misses. So, as I swing in, I'm going to catch him in the hand, and if he catches the weapon, he'll take that slashing damage and hold onto my blade for a second, which will stop him from counterattacking or coming back at me this round.
I will have him try and fail because of what you did. So essentially, you're making him skip his turn. Go ahead and cut him again, then. Unless Max wants to do something. Oh, Jesus.
You know what? Can Max look around to see if he could, like, cause, like, something to fall on him? Or, like, indirect damage?
There's not much up there. It looks like... So Norman just cut its head off, I'm going to say.
Okay.
That was some pretty intense rolling.
Thank you.
You're looking around for like something to drop on him and shake this thing.
Never mind.
And downstairs you hear a little girl scream.
Is Max's arm still like glowing intensely?
Yes. So as this thing is destroyed and as you're holding up the green arm glow, anywhere the arm glows in front of you start to see something in the air. This like fracture.
Norman, this is weird.
Yay, Robert.
Hey, Robert.
Hi, Robert.
Hey, it's Robert.
We miss you. Oh, he muted his mic.
Good.
Good.
He's not ready yet.
It's okay, he's coming. But yeah, so your arm is glowing green, and in the light of the green glow, you can see this like fracture in the air in front of you. It looks like a wound.
Max is gonna kind of his hand up against that fracture.
It hurts really bad, and then you start screaming, and the wound starts to the wound starts to close.
I try remembering how, because you said that Max remembers afterwards how he kind of drew those symbols.
Yeah, you remember. It doesn't feel like your memory, but you have a memory of drawing the symbols. Yes.
Max is going to trace the symbols from memory.
You're gonna try and do that, and as you do so, the whole thing starts to close, and the pain kind of starts to subside, and your arm stops glowing.
It's like smoke or blood or anything on his hand.
It looks
or anything
completely
like that.
normal. It just
Dude.
hurts.
This sucks.
It does suck.
Ow.
But the rift is now closed, and the creature seems to be dispatched.
If you can close these gates, we're gonna have to get you a hell of a lot of Neosporin to take care of that pain.
Dude, I don't want to do that again, honestly. Is the creature, you said it's dispatched, but is it still there?
No.
Okay.
After he slashed its head off, it just kind of went and like dispersed into pixels, essentially.
Can Max put the arm that was glowing around the area where the creature was? Just to see any kind of thing.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Perfect. Maybe okay-ish.
You missed very
Okay,
little.
that's what-
The creature was destroyed by Norman, and Max sealed a rift.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And now your arm is no longer glowing. As you start to wave your arm around, you have no effect. It seems completely dormant now.
At least it's not glowing anymore. But we should probably check on that screaming.
Yeah, the little girl screamed downstairs when you killed that shadow creature. And for reference, it is a different thing than the ones that you've been dealing with. The ones that were possessing people and all that kind of stuff, those are different. But yeah, so you go downstairs to check. The little girl is being held by the foster mother and comforted. She's crying a little bit, which this is the most emotion you've seen her display. She seems to be crying.
Are we still in Inception world? Or this real world now?
It seems normal. Everything seems normal. Whatever Norman did in that place, or whatever Virgil did, seems to have brought you back into the real world. And it's not for no reason. It's like Robert knows what I'm trying to do and he's helping me. It's funny.
He did, I think we're home. And Max is kind of, you know, touching the walls.
Everything feels normal.
It feels real.
The house doesn't
Rubbing
have
his
that.
face up against the wall.
Yeah, the house doesn't have that like creepy vibe anymore. Like things feel better.
Max licks the wall. It tastes real.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
You know, the first time we went through one of those portals, I had this same problem. You'll never know if you're back in the real world or not.
That's not good.
Yeah, if you go through no portals, you kind of start to wonder.
Every day you'll wake up and wonder which one you're in and if this one's even real. And what could have changed in this world that you hadn't even noticed.
Yeah, also, all of you have been booned, so go ahead and gain one of the things. I don't know why I can't remember what they're called in this game. Not determination. The other thing.
Conviction.
Conviction, yeah. Everyone gained a conviction. I
Yeah.
gained a complication. And haha. Captain Grimley came through. But yeah, so the little girl's crying, but she seems like better. She's not being creepy anymore. She's just crying, but she seems to be healthy displays of emotion. Her dad did just die the other night.
I'm just gonna go down on one knee and go, all right, kiddo. Like I told you, we're back.
Thank you. That's all she says. She says, thank you.
No worries. I'm just gonna look over at Norman and go, so what now?
The phone rings. And the foster father, Mohammed, will go pick up the phone. Hello? Oh, thank God. Oh, yeah, well, I'll be down right away. He'll hang up. Kim woke up. Kim woke up in the hospital. I'm going to go see what I can do. Stay here.
Cool.
So the little girl that was in the coma earlier, she has woken up.
Okay, that's cool. That's awesome, dude.
And you'll also notice that the little boy that went to the shadow world with you is also here. He seems fine. So yeah,
like,
a happy ending.
What's up?
Max, we're gonna need you closing more and more of these. If what I think happened, these things got out all over the city, there could be fractures all over the place. And we hope it just stops in the city.
There's more? Oh, that really sucks.
I think there's probably one under the sewer where we came from.
I thought we closed that or something already.
Where there's one, there's two, that means there's probably a third. These things could be spread as far as you could imagine.
It's hard to say.
I wonder if one gets through another portal.
Dude, I'm just a pizza delivery dude, you know?
Not anymore.
I'm
you're
not cut out for this stuff.
Now you're the one who closes gates. We'll call you the gatekeeper or the keymaker or something. We'll think of something good for you.
That's lame.
Ghostbusters.
I'll just walk out the front
Out of character.
door.
The closer.
Hey, yeah. You can marry Kevin Bacon. It'd be great. But yeah, so it seems like
dirty dancing.
everything seems okay around here. Jessica will look at you guys and nod, but thank you so much. I don't know
Tell
what
us
you
if
did.
you have any more monsters under the bed.
I will.
Please say no. You say no.
She'll say I will. She'll nod, and then she'll start to think about that and be like, "Oh God." What do you guys do?
Matt's gonna look at his watch and goes, oh shoot. I think my next shift is coming up.
I wonder what's going on with Robert. I wanted to do a thing. Oh, there he is. No, there. Bye, Robert. Hi, Robert.
Okay,
It's a
now
roller
my
coaster.
setup finally back. Okay,
Maybe just come back voice at least? Voice only?
no, I should be golden now.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's back.
All right, that was quite the ride.
That was an adventure.
Yeah, everything's been kind of taken care of. The little girl even seems to be more normal than before.
Cool. Okay. Sweet, and everybody's alive? No one died?
Yeah, no one died.
I gotta go deliver some pizzas, dudes.
Delivering pizzas, is that code word for like analysis back at the lab, or are you actually going to deliver pizzas?
Let him work his day job, and when he's done, he can come back and report.
Okay.
I better be getting some vacation time for this, seriously.
You'll have to talk to your manager at ThreeFold. I don't know. I can't control your vacation time.
I mean, for like this stuff.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, PTO doesn't accumulate until you get like, I think, how many portals is it, Norman? 10, I think?
15
So you started
years of
accumulating?
service. It's going to be 15 years of service with Section. And then you have an option to re-up for another contract.
You get dental.
You do get dental.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least we get dental then.
As you guys are leaving, as Jessica thanks you, the little girl thanks you. But as you're leaving, Robert, she looks at you, and you can hear her think at you. You're awake now. And then she like buries her head in her foster mom, and her foster mom's shoulder.
I'll think back. Was I asleep?
So I'm guessing Max is gonna drive the guys back to HQ, drop them off, and then we'll deliver some pizzas.
You can hear Max singing a song in his head, and thinking about delivering pizzas. You can hear Norman start to think about the future missions, who he needs to protect, what he needs to do. He starts thinking some kind of fucked up stuff too, and then you can just start hearing everybody, and it gets really loud. And then a little girl looks at you again, and then it's all quiet.
And also, just to let you know, the song that Max is kind of singing in his head is "Crush" by Tessa Violet. FYI.
The things going through Norman's head are: there's an exit door, all the windows are entry points, but what if one of these parents is actually the infiltrator and I have to cut their head off and then kick them into the oven and then grab the other one, throw him out through the back window? Like, that's all the time.
He's just thinking about how to kill everyone in the room all the time.
What if this person's actually the secret bad guy?
It's very stressful to be a part of.
It's just, that's a piece of personal information for you guys that's really hard to shake.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, getting out of that combat war mentality, yeah.
That is correct.
That's half the battle there. So you get insight into everybody's minds. The family is relieved, but everyone else is very stressed out, including Jessica and Max and Norman. But then all of a sudden, it's all gone, and you're just back to normal.
Okay. If I tried to think back, what do you mean by awake?
I think at this point, Max is just gonna drive the guys back to HQ, drop them off, and then go back downstairs to start delivering pizzas for ThreeFold Pizza.
Yeah, you guys are all riding in the...
Wait another 30 minutes.
You guys are all riding in the Corolla back to ThreeFold Pizza.
Poker face, poker face. And we all look at each other like, nuh-uh.
You guys turn it off. You're like, not again.
Yeah, not this time.
Don't mess with my tunes. Driver gets to pick the tunes. That's driving road etiquette, yo.
Virgil's thinking about what she meant by awake. And you don't know.
Right. Okay.
You don't know.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Said guys are going back to HQ, and
at this point it's in the middle of the night now. At this point.
That's when people order pizzas.
Yeah. we'll say we'll say your boss is like, "Where have you been?" And he'll like start pointing at boxes.
My day job, yo.
It's like, just grab the pizzas, get them where they're going.
All right, Mr. Tony. All right.
Come on already!
I'm gonna wait outside the pizza place for like 10 minutes or so, or maybe not even, maybe just 3 minutes until he gets yelled at and sent out on his first drive.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go in and have a little talk with the manager about how he treats Max.
Okay, go ahead and give me a communication check here.
Let's go. Communication. Up to GM discretion. May I use the leadership quality since Max is part of my squad?
Yeah.
All right. 16 altogether.
I was hoping you were going to do really bad because it was going to be funny, but nah. So you go in and yell at this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in and like grab him by the collar and take him into the small office, slam the door, and pick him up, pin him against the door, and tell him all about Max's new schedule.
And then I kiss him.
Yeah, and then I kiss him and I change Max's schedule on the whiteboard.
No, absolutely. So you, with this roll, he's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll be better, I swear. Still kill me.
I'm gonna give John a choice. You either look like Jason Alexander or Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
All right.
So, anyways, I started blasting. But yeah. So you're holding Danny DeVito against the wall. He's like, I'm sorry, man. It's need him to
Don't
deliver
worry.
the pizzas.
I wouldn't kill you. This blade has been used on shadow demons and ancient warriors. It would never kill a pizza manager like you.
Whatever you say.
I would just break your legs with my bare hands. I'd never kill you. Anyways,
he does
thanks
agree.
for taking Max's new schedule under consideration.
Yeah, he does agree to help out.
I'll be upstairs if we have any problems.
What do you want his schedule to be now?
It's fine whenever he shows up late.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said he came from his day job. That should be all he needed to say. And next time, that shouldn't be a problem.
That's pretty funny. So yeah, you leave. Virgil, you go to the offices, right?
That's right. Yeah, back to the lab.
Go back to the lab. You get checked in at the front desk. They buzz you in. It's a lot more secure than your old building. As you go in, you can see Whitehall sitting at her desk with her hand like this, rubbing her head.
I'll walk up.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just walk up and be like, all right, actually, I'll let you finish. If there's more. No, I think he came back because he probably wasn't hearing me. I think for whatever reason he wasn't hearing what I was saying.
I don't think I heard Robert because for some reason when he came back, it didn't register on my screen.
That's weird.
I'm back.
So okay, but yes, Whitehall is in her office, and you walk up, and she looks up at you. Oh, Virgil, hi. How was your mission?
More complicated than expected, but we succeeded.
Oh, that's good. She'll look at you funny. She looks at you like she's seeing you for the first time. Are you okay? She doesn't sound concerned for you. She's asking more, like, probingly.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, about as fine as I've been before.
You can hear her think, I'm going to have to watch this one.
Is there something you're curious about or something you're concerned for?
No, it's just been one of those nights. It seems that this entire city's going to hell real fast.
Do I catch anything else from her thoughts?
No.
No, that was the other one. Okay. Yeah, no, definitely the city needs to be looked after, but I might like to get to the lab if that's okay.
If you must, yeah.
Can I walk in right as this exchange is ending?
It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, this whole state's going to hell. Half the state's on fire. Half the state's having an earthquake. Of course this city's going to hell.
You act like it's not all related.
I'll take off my helmet and, like, sit down on the couch in the room and just help myself to some beverage.
Yeah, we have reports all over the city of things just going tits up.
when I take off my mask, it's as usual, just this part of my eyes is dirty and just this part of my beard is like smoke, charred, and blood, but everything else is nice and clean. Whew. Tell me you have other agents out there tonight. I haven't heard back from my men all night, so I hope they've been working hard.
As far as I know, everyone's fine. But they are very busy, mostly covering things up. Unfortunately, we don't know enough to stop what's happening.
Well, we were able to close one of the rifts.
I didn't even know they were open, she'll say.
It seems that they're open all over the place, shattered, shimmering. We're not even talking about gates anymore.
How did you manage to pull off such a thing?
Magic? I look at Virgil. Magic?
Our pizza delivery friend.
Really, Max? The pizza delivery boy closed the rift.
It certainly seemed that way.
Why was he able to harness the power of the artifact when no one else could? Virgil?
Well, you're asking the wrong person, Whitehall.
She'll glare at you, unamused.
I spit out some of my drink when he says that.
She does not look pleased. Well, it is your job to figure these things out, Virgil. So,
and that's why I have a lab.
I expect
much
results.
appreciated.
Yeah. Well, get to it then. She'll say. She'll like stand up out of her chair and like fix her suit.
I'll see myself out.
Please do. She'll say. She seems much more annoyed than when you came in at this point.
I'm gonna take the entire bottle of scotch with me unless she stops me.
She'll watch you go, irritated. She does not stop you.
Yeah, she could just say anything and it would stop me. But...
She says nothing. She lets you take it.
Okay.
She reaches in her drawer and pulls herself a drink from a different bottle.
Guys, out of character, I'm getting Major Mallory from Archer vibes from her.
I'll follow Virgil back to his lab and just post up over and lean up against the wall, see what he's up to for a while.
Yeah, what do you want to do in the lab there, Virgil?
I want to mess around with the 6-shooter. I want to mess around with the little vial of gunk that I got from before. And I want to, I guess those two things would be a start.
The vial of gunk you got from the murder-suicide house, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. So you start running. Stop laughing. I'm sorry.
Chris's house.
So what kind of tests do you want to run on these things? What are you trying to figure out? Obviously,
so
you don't have to actually
know
the science, but, it's kind
of
pointed.
For the vial, I wanted to see if any type of reaction happens as it comes in proximity with the gun. I know the gun did some weird stuff. And then I would like to basically see what the gunk is. Like what exactly I guess what its consistency is, See if there's any way for me to apply it. Like I might touch it with my bare fingers and see what happens. Like kind of just mess around with it in small doses. Very small, like a drop.
So
maybe.
you make a slide. You take a look.
Yeah.
You start to analyze. You dilute some vials to get a chemical composition. It's made primarily of iron. And then when you're looking at it under the microscope, you can see corrupted red blood cells. It does appear to be made out of blood. Or at least contain a lot of blood. But it is mostly blood, yes.
Okay. Tainted blood. Norm, it appears the stuff is just tainted blood, but what it's tainted with is hard to say.
It is that is the hard part. There is some sort of alien body in the blood, some sort of something. It looks kind of like a virus, but right now it's dead. It has proper. It's not like it doesn't look like any virus you've ever seen before. It looks like, but that's the best way you can describe it.
I'm no scientist, but I'd say hold on to that and see if you can separate the blood from it.
Agreed. And what do you make of the gun? Did you see what happened down there?
You mean?
And I'll kind of like hold it up, not like pointing it at him, but like in my hands.
Yeah. It's not loaded.
Well,
hopefully.
I have a myriad of different answers I would love to give you because you've really set yourself up for some great jokes here. But in the honor of, in the matter of honor and keeping us focused, some of these different worlds you go to, there are items linked with them that mean more, that are extra powerful, that have some further attachment. And I think that maybe you came across one of these items. I figure if you pull the trigger now, a bunch of souls won't fire out, but there's one way to find out. And I'll, look across, out your window towards the firing range.
And then the extra little bit I want to say is, I'll look around. Is there anyone else in the lab, or is it just us two? Or
there are other people around.
Okay.
You might have, an assistant in here that's doing other work that Whitehall put him up to. And there are other office employees. They're taking phone calls.
Okay.
They're, tracking phenomenon, that kind of thing. You see somebody putting tacks in a map. There's way too many tacks. You're terrified. But yeah.
Hey, Norm, actually, the firing range isn't a bad idea. I think we should head there. Just you and I, to make sure that we stay, we don't take up anyone else's time.
I'll lead the way.
Okay.
You guys are at the firing range.
Perfect. I'll look around. Is anyone else in the firing range?
Not right now.
Cool. Hey, Norm, you should do a little bit of firing practice so people think we're actually here for firing practice.
I'll go unlock something and grab a gun.
Yeah, it's fine. No problem.
Just some gun safe on the range. Yep. And I'll do that.
Pop, pop.
Perfect.
You guys have your clandestine meeting in the gun range?
Yeah. I'll, move my, my covered head, ear protection, and say, "Hey, Norm, something strange happened as I left that place."
Something strange happened when we got to that place.
I mean, you're not wrong, but you were it's almost like I could hear what you were thinking for a second on the way home.
I'm trying. Norm's going back through his thoughts, and he's like, yeah, that should have been fine.
I mean, well, your assessment of the exit and entry points and the windows was accurate, but the weird thing is I could hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird, all right.
And I could hear a little bit of Max and even Whitehall for a second when I walked in. I don't think she trusts me very much. The point is, I think something happened, but I just need someone else to know so that way I can at least bounce ideas off of someone. But I'd like to keep it between us for now.
Just gonna say, for now I wouldn't tell anyone about that. They'll probably take you off the case and put you in for psychological eval.
That's what I was thinking. But yeah, if I ever have to talk more about it, I'll make sure to come to you. But I do trust you, Norm.
Why don't you remember this feeling and see if you can, work on it tonight instead of trying to push it out of your mind. It's easier while it's fresh.
You know, Norm, it's a great idea, actually. Let me see if I can focus on it for the day, for the evening. And I think I will do just that. I'll see if I can maybe focus on it. You know, maybe I can figure out what it was and recreate it.
Come check on you in the morning and make sure you didn't fry your brain.
Max, you're pulling up to one of your last deliveries. It's a house kind of on the edge of town. It's in kind of a small neighborhood. It's not like a neighborhood, but it's like there are a lot of houses around that have no fences. Those kind of houses, like trailer homes.
Yeah.
It's your last delivery of the night.
All right, Max is gonna go up there, knock on the door with a pizza that's been ordered. Knock knock. Threefold pizza. If you don't get your pizza in 30 minutes, wait another 30 minutes.
They'll open the door.
Pizza.
So a very pale face will slide out from around the corner and look at your pizza.
All right. That'll be what was it? $25.95.
They take the pizza. And then they start to slowly close the door.
Max is going to kind of put his foot on the bottom area. Still need to get paid, dude. Those Zaz aren't free.
You hear a scraping metal on metal sound.
Max is going to try to look inside.
It's coming from your right outside.
Oh. Max is going to turn his head towards the sound.
There's a...
No, wait. Before he did that, is there any reflection? If you could actually see if there's a reflection?
Yeah, you can see a reflection in a window.
What does he see?
You see a man with overalls and a button-up shirt. It's kind of open. And he's dragging a pitchfork across the garage door and coming towards you.
Oh shit.
Max is going to kind of, in his head, going, oh, shit. Seriously, hasn't the day been long enough? He's going to, if he's going to actually wait for the attack, at that last minute, he's going to dive to the side. If attack does come, or just
give me a dexterity check.
Funny. Huh?
Give me a dex check.
All right.
Dude, that man, seriously, was so genuine. I felt it. Oh, it's so good.
So
bad. I got 2 points.
So as you the pitchfork comes and you get out of the way, but it pins your clothes against the wall of the door.
Shit.
So the pitchfork goes through the door and your shirt is stuck. And there's a guy right here with this just deranged smile on his face. And you can see black veins going up to his eyes. And it looks familiar.
And Matt's gonna go, oh, beep. You said since his clothes was pinned, I'm just gonna assume that's the Hawaiian shirt that he wears over his threefold pizza shirt, delivery man shirt. So he's gonna just go, zoop!
So you slide out of your shirt and you hop the railing, and this guy rips his pitchfork out of the wall. You're going to jump over the railing and get to your car, right?
Yeah, Max is gonna go, why?
Yeah. So as you get in your car, go ahead and give me a drive check.
All right.
All right.
So you get in the car and this pitchfork's coming right at the windshield. You pop it into reverse and you and it lands right on the ground where your car was. And you just take off, right? I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If I had gotten stun points, I would have had Max try to hit the guy and then drive off. But since I didn't, Max is just gonna GTFO back to HQ.
As you're getting out of here, you notice there's like a person walking on fire. And then there's like another person stuck to a wall. It's like a horror scene out here. It's just awful. And as you're heading back to HQ, I mean, you don't know when Santa Monica got this bad. Was it always like this, or did it just happen the other day when you opened the portal? You don't know. But you see people like robbing stuff on your way back. You actually see a shootout happen. You see cops come by. There's a police officer that's like sitting on the side of the ground with his face in his hands, just crying near a dead body. It's just bad all the way. It's just like you don't know what happened. You're like, what the fuck?
Max, I'm gonna say as he's leaving the trailer area, he's just gonna go, dude. Seriously, as soon as if I hear banjo music, yeah, we're done. And then you know what? Max is gonna just automatically remember what Norman told him about other worlds and not being sure whether they're actually back in their actual world or not, and just go. That realization just hits him as he's driving. He goes, and then you just hear the loudest F-bomb. It's hit. As he's driving back.
As you do that, you look down an alleyway and you see the serial killer guy down there, looking at you as you drive off and doing this.
Oh shit.
Okay, dude. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
But yeah, so you do get back without incident. So you guys are having this conversation about Virgil thinking he can hear voices now. The entire city is going to hell in a handbasket real quick.
You know what? I'm gonna have Max just kind of run up to Norman and just go. And he's talking like super fast words. Like it's like word salad all mashed together. Like, dude, no. Okay, I was at this pizza place and yeah, there's this crazy dude, pitchfork, kind of pinned me down. I headed out, dude, and then I remembered you said back when we were in that creepy dream world that we might not know whether we were actually home or not. And then when we got home, then as I'm driving, I saw the creepy serial killer dude, and then he was waving at me. That was super weird. And then I just remembered that I don't think we're home.
The red light in the office goes off, and there's the whoop, like alarm sound, like there's an alert. And Whitehall strides out of her office. We got another one. We got some energy building up in the center of town. Virgil, Norman, Max, get to it, she'll say.
Well, I'm feeling rested up. We had about 6 hours. How are you feeling, Max?
Dude, you just hear what I said?
Here, hold on.
Yeah,
to
we
this
gotta get the
popcorn.
road.
Seems like you might need it. You're gonna need to snack on the road. I'll hand you the full bowl of popcorn I was just eating and put my helmet on.
Max eats a popcorn and goes, dude, I don't think we're actually home. This is effed up world and serial killer dude and then crazy rednecks.
All right.
Trailer people.
All right. So suppose all of what you said is true. Are you just gonna leave them here to fend for themselves?
Yes! I want to go home!
As you guys say that, you do eventually get in a car and head that way. Max is hysterical. And you're heading towards the center of town. Actually, to like the more civilized parts, you're heading to the museum district. There's evidence that something is going on there. They picked up a reading that indicates extraplanar energy being used there. As you get up, you pull up to a history museum.
I'm gonna say Max, like the entire way, he's like, "Why are we still here? Why are we going home? This sucks. I don't like this. F this."
Hey, you're welcome to start walking through every single portal you see from here on out and trying to figure out which one leads home. If we knew that, we wouldn't have these problems.
Why are we doing that?
We will be, but first we need to close these, and only one person knows how. Or maybe we just need your arm. I'm still not clear on that.
I am very attached to my arm, dude.
Well, better bring it this way.
Not cool, dudes. Like, totally not cool. Totally not copacetic with this.
You guys drive into the parking garage.
I couldn't disagree more. We could have taken your arm days ago. I think we've really come to terms here. I think we're really starting to get along.
You're Norman's best friend now.
Yes, I met you guys. I've been this close to dying.
Right, you haven't died yet. That's something to look forward to. That's great. That's a great takeaway. Always the optimist, I see. That's great. We need that kind of energy.
As you pull into the parking garage to kind of get off the street, you notice that there are several cars in here. All of them are black SUVs.
Are those from Section?
No.
Okay.
Do I recognize?
Do they have license plates?
They do. They're all. They seem to be legit.
I'll call those back in to our HQ real quick to see if we can figure out why and what.
When you call them in, they do not come back as registered vehicles.
Okay, very good. There are going to be 12 unregistered vehicles in the parking lot.
There are 3.
3.
3
That's
SUVs. As you guys pull up, you can see somebody like hiding behind one of the vans come out and point it's a guy dressed in tactical gear. And they point a suppressed assault rifle at your car, and then they open fire.
Oh shit!
So, on that note, that is where we're gonna call it for tonight.
Oh no!
Oh shit! He just started shooting at us.
Hey, you guys!
What the heck?
A guy starts shooting at you as you pull up to the museum district, to the Museum of History in Santa Monica. If there's not actually a Museum of History in Santa Monica, I'm sorry, I didn't look it up. But yeah.
Oh wow.
There's probably one. There's probably multiple ones.
There probably is. Yeah, there probably is. So, all of you guys, after this session, you guys all get your conviction back. So you're back at full conviction. I'm going to let the one that they gave you from earlier carry over. So get one more than you're supposed to have. From all the boons earlier. Also, you guys all are going to get an advancement. You guys all level up. I put you through a lot, so it's time for you guys to reap the benefits.
Yay!
So yeah, you guys are back in the world of the living. Everything's falling apart around you. I'm sorry for that, but I hope you guys enjoyed the game tonight. I enjoyed running it.
For sure.
But yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. If you liked anything that we did today, if you want to check out more from Green Ronin, you can use our discount code. It's in the chat. Get 5% off. You help us out at the same time. Also, I don't think they stack, so you should probably use the Black Friday deal. Green Ronin's having a Black Friday deal on everything. Go ahead, use that today if you get there in time to order a lot of cheap books from a great company. Including ThreeFold, Modern Age, Fantasy Age, Mutants and Masterminds, and The Expanse. But yeah, I've been the Game Master, Johanan, at RockFact on Twitter.
I'm Casualty CDG. I'm the second guy who's on all the streams. I'm a comedian, I'm a tabletop titan, and I'm a disabled child crimes and human trafficking detective. You can catch us every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Also, we have Fresh Out the Podcast, which records every other Saturday and an episode releases every Sunday. So whether you have Spotify or Apple Music or Podbean or Google Podcasts or whatever else, we should now officially be on every single platform. So check out Fresh Out the Podcast, where we talk about shows, we talk about movies and games, and generally I just give you my opinion on everything for no reason. Check us out. We appreciate your support, and we'll expect to see you in the future.
And I'm Robert, friend of Fresh Out the Box. I happen to be here. Super sorry for the earlier technical issues, but
Yeah, but
I got superpowers today, so that was dope.
And I am Michael Powell, and you can find me all over the internet on my social medias, which are at Mr. Kapow, that's MrKapao, or my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Michael Powell Does Stuff, because I do a lot of stuff, like my 2 YouTube channels, which are for TTRPG stuff, it's Fantastic Tales of Adventure, or for horror stuff, it's Dastardly Tales of Adventure. And then I believe my next week's schedule is pretty packed with Tuesdays and Wednesday. I'm going to be on Nat 20 Productions official channel Tuesdays at 3:30 p.m. for At the Table, where we talk about Pathfinder 2nd Edition Crunchy Rule stuff, and then we actually play Pathfinder 2nd Edition on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then on Thursdays, I'm on, let's see, what's the show called? I'm on so many shows. It is Toyzilla Network for Toyzilla Live, where I talk about toys and all that good stuff at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I'm pretty sure at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the same day, I'm going to then be on live action roleplay here on Twitch for Purgatory Cafe, where I play the fabulous Dante, the owner of a cafe in Hollywood that's frequented by angels and demons who are trying to decide what's going on with the whole, apocalypse thing. So, yeah, that's on.
that sounds super interesting. Yeah, you can check out Mr. Powell. You can check all of us out and all of our stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and have yourself a great night.
Fresh out the box!